What is Spy Wednesday? Today is what is called Spy Wednesday because it is understood that this is the day in which Judas Iscariot went to the chief priest and temple guards to find some way to deliver Jesus into their hands. Again, Matthew, Mark, and Luke all mention this scene, but we'll take a look at Matthew's account of this agreement. Matthew 26 says, "Then one of the 12, whose name was Judas Iscariot, went to the chief priests and said, 'What will you give me if I deliver him over to you?' And they paid him 30 pieces of silver, and from that moment he sought an opportunity to betray him." This day ought to remind us that none of us are free from the temptation to betray or deny Jesus. There are all kinds of things in this world which war with our souls for our love and devotion. For Judas it was money, for Peter it was reputation. However, Peter's story ought to give us hope that though we might find ourselves denying or betraying Christ, none of us are without hope of restoration to back to him. Jesus is praying for us that our faith may not fail, that we might not give in to despair. Matthew tells us that the promised reward for this betrayal would be 30 pieces of silver, which in those days was the value of a slave. In today's currency, it would be about $15. That is pitiful. The motivation for Judas to stoop so low to earn a few extra dollars is sad. Yet again, this is not far from any one of us. There is no situation in our lives, given the exact right circumstances, where no sin is outside of our reach to commit. Jesus, in his death, paid the eternal price for the salvation of our souls. Judas paid a paltry sum to betray his friend, but Jesus paid an infinite price for our lives. We are of an infinite value to the Father. May we, this day, be reminded of how priceless we are to God, that he would purchase our freedom with the life of his eternal begotten Son. May this view of our pricelessness inspire how we live and for whom we live today.